Hello, friends. Did you know that some of the foods you think are helping you stay healthy might actually be waging war on your muscles and overall health? Yep, it's true. Recent studies have dropped a bombshell. A few so called healthy foods could quietly wreck your muscle health, especially for seniors. And here's the kicker: you're probably eating them right now without even realizing the damage they're doing. Unfortunately, loading up on the wrong foods is like trying to patch a leaky roof with bubblegum. Instead of supporting your muscles, these foods can speed up problems like osteoporosis, arthritis, and even muscle wasting. In short, what's on your plate could either help you stay strong or have you Googling world's comfiest recliners sooner than you'd like. But here's the good news: the body is amazing at healing and rebuilding itself if you give it the right fuel. So in this video, we'll be exposing the top 6 so-called healthy foods that could be quietly damaging your muscles. We'll explain how these sneaky foods mess with your body's inner workings and reveal smarter, muscle-friendly alternatives. By the end, you'll know which foods to ditch and which ones can actually help you build stronger muscles and keep arthritis and osteoporosis far, far away. Number 6, granola bars. Granola bars might seem like the perfect healthy snack, especially for seniors. I mean, they've got oats, nuts, dried fruit. What's not to love, right? They're even marketed as energy-boosting, fiber-filled, nutrient-packed little bricks of goodness. But here's the irony: most of them are more sugar bombs than superfoods. Let's be real. Many store-bought granola bars are just candy bars in disguise, dressed up in oats to seem innocent. They're packed with added sugars, artificial sweeteners, and preservatives, all of which your muscles absolutely despise. These ingredients spike your blood sugar, trigger inflammation, and quietly sabotage your muscles and joints. Over time, that sugar overload can speed up muscle breakdown and make it harder to stay strong and active, which is exactly what seniors are trying to avoid. And it gets worse. Many granola bars sneak in hydrogenated oils and trans fats, the real villains, which can clog your arteries faster than you can say granola. This not only raises your risk of heart disease, but can also worsen arthritis symptoms. But the trouble doesn't stop there. Munching on these bars can equally lead to digestive problems, unwanted weight gain, and a higher risk of chronic diseases like diabetes. Plus, the artificial additives hiding inside can mess with your gut health. And when your gut's unhappy, it's harder for your body to absorb the nutrients it needs to stay strong and feel good. Let me tell you about Robert, a 61-year-old veteran with a strong spirit and a sweet spot for granola bars. He believed they were a healthy snack, perfect for staying active in his golden years. Every morning, like clockwork, he'd unwrap one with his coffee, thinking he was fueling his body right. But over time, Robert started feeling off. His joints ached, his muscles felt weaker, and he chalked it all up to getting older. Not until his nutritionist took a closer look at his snack stash and dropped a truth bomb. These healthy granola bars were loaded with hidden sugars and inflammatory oils that were doing more harm than good. So Robert made the switch. He ditched the store-bought bars and started snacking on homemade trail mix and unsweetened Greek yogurt with berries. Within weeks, he felt stronger. His joint pain eased up, and his energy came roaring back. Turns out, it wasn't age. It was just a sneaky snack in disguise. Just like Robert, you too can ditch those sneaky granola bars and make healthier choices. Instead of reaching for the store-bought variety, why not try homemade energy bars made with natural ingredients like oats, nuts, seeds, and a little honey or dates for a touch of sweetness? These homemade bars give you all the good stuff without the added sugars or harmful additives, so you get steady energy throughout the day, not a sugar crash. And if you're not into bars, no worries. You can snack on whole foods, like a handful of mixed nuts or fresh fruit, paired with Greek yogurt for a protein-packed boost. These options will keep you feeling satisfied and your muscles happy without the junk. Number 5, veggie chips. Veggie chips are crunchy, colorful, and often marketed as a guilt-free snack, right? Seniors especially love them, thinking they're a healthy alternative to regular potato chips, since they're made from vegetables, which naturally seem like a good source of vitamins and nutrients. But here's the shocking truth. Most veggie chips are anything but healthy. Sure, they start with veggies, but after they're heavily processed and fried in unhealthy oils like canola or palm oil, they turn into a heart attack in a bag, served with a side of regret. The problem with these oils is that they're loaded with omega-6 fatty acids, which can trigger inflammation throughout your body. For seniors, this inflammation is like pouring gasoline on a fire. It can speed up muscle damage and make conditions like arthritis or osteoporosis worse. But that's not all. Veggie chips are usually packed with sodium and artificial additives, which mess with your body's natural balance and can even slow down muscle recovery. And just when you think it can't get worse, it does. These chips often contain starch-based fillers and preservatives, which strip away most of the good stuff in vegetables. The result? A snack that's full of empty calories, but pretty much empty of actual health benefits. Talk about a veggie imposter. Over time, eating these chips can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and a higher risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. Not exactly the formula for a long, healthy life. More like a recipe for a doctor's visit, if you ask me. So, if you're ready to make a healthy swap, here's a much better alternative. Homemade baked veggie chips. Just slice up some zucchini, sweet potatoes, or kale, give them a light coat of olive oil, and bake them until they're perfectly crispy. These homemade chips keep the natural nutrients intact. No sketchy additives, no mystery oils. Another great option is raw veggies with a side of hummus or guacamole. It's a simple, satisfying snack that fuels your body with fiber, healthy fats, and essential nutrients. No junk, just real food that actually supports your health. Number 4, packaged deli meats. Packaged deli meats, aka ultra-processed meats, are a favorite among seniors for good reason. They're quick, convenient, and often sold as a lean source of protein. Turkey, ham, chicken, just open the pack, slap it on some bread, and boom, meal done. And hey, who doesn't love a good shortcut? But before you load up that sandwich, hold your horses, because these meats might be doing more harm than good behind the scenes. Here's the deal. Most packaged deli meats are highly processed. That means they're often loaded with nitrates and nitrites, which are basically preservatives that help boost flavor and shelf life, but come with a nasty side effect: inflammation. And inflammation is no joke. It's a major culprit behind muscle damage and joint pain. For seniors, this can seriously slow down muscle repair, speed up muscle loss, and make staying strong and mobile a real challenge. On top of that, deli meats are often loaded with salt. And we're not talking about just a pinch. This can lead to high blood pressure and water retention, leaving your ankles looking like they're auditioning for a water balloon commercial. And when your body is retaining water and your blood pressure is up, your muscles can't function properly. They suffer too. But wait, there's more. Many packaged deli meats are also high in saturated fats, which can increase your risk of heart disease and weight gain. Let's not forget the artificial additives and fillers hiding inside. Those can mess with your gut health, block nutrient absorption, and weaken your immune system over time. And here's the real jaw-dropper. The World Health Organization has classified processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens. Yep, the same category as tobacco. That means there's solid evidence they can increase your risk of cancer. Yikes! So, what's a better option than these sneaky slices of trouble? Simple. Go for freshly cooked meats like grilled chicken, turkey, or even lean beef. If you're feeling adventurous, plant-based proteins like lentils, tofu, or chickpeas are fantastic choices too. These alternatives are safer and loaded with nutrients your body actually loves, helping you stay strong, energized, and thriving without all the hidden health risks. Now, before we continue, be honest. Which of these so-called healthy foods have snuck their way into your daily diet? Don't worry, we've all been there. The real question is, how ready are you to kick them to the curb and start giving your muscles and your health the fuel they actually deserve? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts, confessions, and your first steps toward healthier choices. Number 3, breakfast cereals. A lot of seniors and even the youngins still believe that breakfast cereals are a great source of whole grains and fiber to support digestion. But here's the not-so-sweet truth. They're not. These sugary flakes don't just mess with your muscles, they rob you of energy too. They spike your blood sugar faster than a kid on a trampoline, only to drop you into an energy crash that makes you question why you even got out of bed. Packed with refined carbs and artificial ingredients, most cereals are a bowl full of inflammation waiting to happen. Think of it as a sugar-fueled ticking time bomb disguised as a breakfast. Did you also know that some breakfast cereals contain glyphosate, an herbicide that can disrupt gut health and further worsen muscle damage? Talk about a toxic way to start your day. But that's not all. Breakfast cereals can also have other negative effects on the body. They can cause a spike in blood sugar levels, contribute to weight gain, and even lead to digestive issues due to their high sugar and refined carbohydrate content. Here's the catch. When we consume high amounts of refined carbohydrates, our bodies produce insulin, which can lead to insulin resistance, resulting in diabetic symptoms and further worsening muscle damage. Meet Sarah, a 65-year-old senior who was struggling with muscle pain and weakness. She was eating breakfast cereals every morning, thinking they were a healthy way to start the day. However, after her doctor advised her to cut out these cereals from her diet, Sarah noticed a significant improvement in her muscle strength and pain levels. With that being said, instead of reaching for breakfast cereals, try opting for whole, nutrient-dense foods like oatmeal with fresh fruits and nuts, or scrambled eggs with vegetables. You can also try alternatives like smoothie bowls made with Greek yogurt, spinach, and berries. And you know the best part? You can control the ingredients and portion sizes, making it a much healthier option for your muscles and health. Number 2, some low-fat and fat-free products. Let's be real. When many of us see labels like low-fat or fat-free, we often think they're doing our heart a favor, right? Fat-free yogurt, check. Low-fat salad dressing, check. Skimmed milk and fat-free cookies, oh, double check. But here's the shocker. These so-called healthy choices might actually be tricking you. You see, during production, when food companies take out the fat, they have to make up for the lost flavor somehow. So what do? They sneak in sugar, artificial flavors, thickeners, and preservatives, basically turning your healthy food into a science project. So instead of slimming your waistline, you might just be sweet-talking your way into more sugar than you bargained for. Those added sugars and chemicals are real troublemakers. They spike your blood sugar, stir up inflammation, and basically throw a wild party in your body that ends with you feeling worse for wear. And if you let this chaos continue, it can even lead to muscle loss. Yep, your muscles could start checking out like guests at a bad hotel. The truth is, your muscles love healthy fats. They need them. Fats help calm inflammation, repair cells, and keep your muscle metabolism running like a well-oiled machine. But when you fill your plate with low-fat or fat-free foods, you're cutting out important fats like omega-3s, which are the good guys that keep your muscles strong, flexible, and ready to dance. In fact, without enough healthy fats, seniors are more prone to muscle wasting, joint pain, fatigue, and slower recovery from physical activity. So, skip the low-fat imposters and go for the real deal. full-fat Greek yogurt, crunchy nuts, hearty seeds, olive oil, creamy avocado, and omega-rich fatty fish. These are the muscle-loving wonders your body's been craving. By making these tasty swaps, you're not just eating better, you're giving your muscles the VIP treatment. Number 1. Flavored or sweetened yogurt. You'd agree with me that flavored or sweetened yogurt might just be the best-dressed imposter in the dairy aisle. It's mostly advertised as healthy, promising calcium for strong bones and probiotics for smooth digestion. Sounds like a dream snack for seniors, right? But flip that tub around and check the ingredients. Spoiler alert, it's less health food and more sugar bomb in disguise. Suddenly, that fruity little cup starts to look a lot less innocent. Behind its attractive packaging is a lot of additives and preservatives that could be silently tearing down your muscle health, one spoonful at a time. Here's the catch. Most flavored yogurts are secretly loaded with sugars, sometimes as much as a candy bar, along with artificial flavors, preservatives, and even thickening agents. It's like a chemistry experiment that went terribly wrong. This sugar overload sets off chronic inflammation in your body, which speeds up muscle breakdown, slows down recovery, and increases the risk of sarcopenia, which is the age-related muscle loss we all want to avoid. But wait, there's more. Too much sugar also takes a wrecking ball to your immune system, encourages fat gain, especially the dangerous kind that wraps around your organs, and increases the chances of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even cognitive decline. So, while some seniors might think they're doing something healthy by grabbing that sweetened yogurt, they might actually be harming themselves from the inside out. Let's take a page from Margaret's story. At 60, she was dealing with constant muscle weakness and nagging joint pain. Thinking she was doing the right thing, she kicked off every morning with flavored yogurt. A healthy choice, right? Well, not quite. Once Margaret discovered the sneaky sugars hiding in her daily health snack, she ditched it faster than you can say calcium. She swapped it out for plain Greek yogurt topped with fresh berries and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Just a few weeks later, her energy was back. Her muscles felt stronger, and her joints stopped complaining. And here's the best part. You can do the same starting today. Ditch the sugar-laden stuff and go for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Toss in your favorite natural toppings, blueberries, chia seeds, maybe a light drizzle of raw honey. You'll still get the flavor, but now it comes with high-quality protein, gut-loving probiotics, and real nutrients. It's a simple, tasty way to support your muscles, your immune system, and your overall vitality. With this newfound wisdom, you're now equipped and ready to dodge those so-called healthy foods that secretly damage your muscles. But here's the catch. Just avoiding them isn't enough. To truly protect and build your muscle strength, you've got to swap them out for smarter, muscle-loving alternatives. And we've provided some of them for you already. Think of it as upgrading from a leaky umbrella to a full-on raincoat. You're not just avoiding the storm, you're staying dry and thriving in it. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend this next video as we continue to show you the latest on how to stay strong, sharp, and thriving. See you there.